Welcome to the anomaly, the contradistinct, uncensored, unmonetizable, and deemed unwatchable by the mainstream masses. We are the ones they cannot control and attempt to hold back, but together we form revolution. The Ramborgia. Welcome to John Rambo Presents the show, Stay Ballsy. Don't take any shit from anyone.
There's two guys on a Saturday afternoon, a parked car, and a camera. A lot of love for each other. Not in the physical sense. In a friendship way, okay? Right?
Quite.
Tell them, because there's a lot of rumors out there.
Yes, what he said.
So I was driving down here, dude, and you start feeling the urge. Have you ever been in this situation? You feel the urge? Nature calling. Nature calls. There's different types of urges. No. Nature calls below.
Oh, yeah, no, I've had that problem before.
And you're in a nice, comfortable car.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to pull over.
Just drill a hole.
Just drill a hole?
Yeah.
But you know where you're going. You're driving. You're doing what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly you have to maybe get off the highway, go to a place you don't know, try to find one of these bathrooms. Because we're such a civilized society now that we have to have these rooms, right? And like today, this happened to me coming down here. I had to go to a filthy JCPenney. And that's just the store itself. The bathroom was a whole other story. Filth. I know this has brought up in a lot of shows. A lot of, like, I think the Simpsons talked about this. Simpsons did it, of course.
Of course.
But the car, so much technology. Your car, so much technology here. We have satellite radio, satellite air conditioning. Everything's satellite.
I'm not...
Computer. People have, like, screens. They can watch things.
Yeah, that's...
The backup thing.
Yeah,
right?
The backup camera.
So why is it there not satellite restroom for your car? You're a smart guy. Come on, let's put this together.
Well,
You've obviously failed at this video thing, taking us 4 hours to set this little stupidity up, driving around. We were better off doing some sort of a invention.
Okay, so you gotta invent something for the car. I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, you could have a seat that, when you hit a button, like a little part opens up under your butt.
Yeah, because, I mean, the toilet, you sit on it.
But the problem is, you're gonna have... that means you're basically going to be driving one-handed, which a lot of people do. But now they're all getting the wrong idea entirely.
Yeah, and then people would start, like, doing the wrong things with it.
No pooping while driving.
Start, like,
pull over.
Start, like, touching themselves while driving, and then you have all kinds of problems.
No, I've got a better idea.
I think that's why no one's done this? Because of that? Because of masturbation in the car?
People still do it anyway.
Trying to discourage it? People still do it?
Probably.
Who does this?
I may or may not have...
Guys who were parked on the Saturday afternoon in the car with a camera?
I was reading an article on the internet the other day where people were telling their stories about doing horrible things that they ought not have done, and that was one of them.
Does it involve another person?
Sometimes.
Oh, that's not horrible. That's like, No,
but sometimes there were no other people.
By themselves?
In the car, driving.
Can't you wait to get home to do this?
Well, apparently the moral of the story was, if you don't get to the end, you'll stay awake if you're trying to not fall asleep and die, because your body kind of wakes up when you're...
these are people who are about to pass out while driving.
Yeah, so instead...
I will now masturbate to stay awake.
Yeah, as long as you don't finish.
That's some ingenuity, but, I mean...
It's not... I wouldn't recommend it. It sounds like a bad idea.
So you go, like, on the cusp for, like, an hour?
You're edging on the highway? Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
That's effed up. Now, I have a better idea.
I may have to do this going home today.
No,
I'm a little tired right now.
I have an hour drive, all right? No, I have a better idea. This is a wonderful plan.
Yes.
We're going to make a website, which is basically Yelp for roadside toilets.
Okay.
And we're going to call it Plop.
Plop.
Plop. And you just kind of rate places on the road. It'll be like Waze, maybe?
Or you could do one, or you could incorporate the road jackers. That's what they're now called. And you could tell them where very attractive signs are. They're like ads.
Or in the scenic overlooks?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And it's like a whole new thing, a whole new genre of porn. Because it's like... it's like finishing over a landscape of some sort. Because the whole thing is like finishing over...
Nice, happy trees.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Facialing wonderful nature.
That
This is
just...
the worst show of all time. Ever.
We are off to a wonderful... You know,
Which I like the idea.
We actually had something we wanted to talk about today, and instead we're talking
not going
about...
there at all. We haven't explained why we're in a car, none of this.
No one must know.
That's how it goes. Yeah, but you want to say anything else about Plop, the new thing?
Okay, you know,
I'm
honestly,
gonna cut you off
I
here.
bet you someone's already reserved the URL, but if not, we should
I'm sure,
totally
yeah.
pick it up.
Yeah, it's probably porn.
See,
Like everything else on the internet, it's porn.
what?
So there you go. All right, friends. So welcome to beautiful Newtown, Connecticut, my friends. It is Free Comic Book Day, and we are a couple miles away from the wonderful Cave Comics. We were there earlier today, and we were thinking about recording. God forbid we could record inside of an establishment. I don't know if that day will ever come, my friends, but this is the bookend to our New York Comic Con footage, which we filmed outside as well. But let's talk about Cave Comics, man. This is a place that I spent many a day. I know you've I was gone there as well.
Oh, yeah,
Sometimes
heck yeah.
I used to bring you down, you know, young little OJ.
Sometimes I even drive myself
These days, yes.
when I'm...
But I remember being a kid, and there were so many comic stores.
Oh, yeah, there are a bunch.
Every little town had one.
Brewster had one.
Every little hamlet.
Yeah.
Just everywhere. But I had no money at this point. And you just look at him and go, Mom, take me to the comic store. And no, you want to get something. I'm not buying you that. You got to get stuff that you need. Toothbrushes. I don't need that.
I'll brush my teeth with comics.
A protractor. Did you need that for school? Did you ever? Why?
They always made us buy one, but we never used them.
Buy that. Buy the thing with the freaking spike in it. The
Compass, those things are great.
Stupid. I wanted-
Plus, you know, I wonder if they even let you bring them to schools anymore.
I wanted comics, figures, and comic accessories, and cards, and things like that, man. You know? But by the time I got to driving age, 17, I got a car, had a little job going. I want to buy some comics, man.
Yeah, you got the money, you got
And
the
all the
wheels.
stores are gone,
Nothing left.
except for one in beautiful Newtown, which isn't really close to where we lived. It's
No.
a half hour, maybe a little more than that if there's traffic.
Yeah.
It became a weekly thing where I'd go down every, I believe, Wednesday. Was it Wednesdays? Yeah, I think Wednesdays is when the new stuff came out.
Yeah.
I don't even know anymore because I just get them digitally now, so I have no idea. But I would go down every week, man, and young OJ would get out of school and be like, "Do you want to come down?" A lot of times he would come down,
Oh, yeah.
and we would get some comics, man, and
Food.
get some food. Next to it is the Burgerito. Why don't you tell them about that?
Burgeritoville. Now, John and I used to, when we came to Cave Comics and whatnot in lovely Newtown, Connecticut, we would go to the Blue Colony Diner.
Yeah, yeah.
And we'd go
Before
there
it
all the
opened.
time. And then one day it was like Greek Easter or something.
Greek Easter.
Yeah. And it was like a Sunday or whatever, and it was closed. So we're like, well, great. So I guess we'll go to this place next to the comic store. We never went in because it just looked so dumb.
Yeah, I remember it was coming soon, Burgeritoville. It was,
Yeah, like, what the frell? This looks idiotic. And then we went in, and we're like, I love this place forever.
Yeah, what they basically do is take burgers and different dishes, chicken. You can explain.
Yeah,
that
you can
better.
get Cajun Chickarito, you can get a Cajun Shrimp Burrito,
Still doesn't explain anything.
bacon, egg, and cheese burrito. Basically, it's like a chicken cutlet wrapped in lettuce, tomato, and some Cajun sauce or
So
whatever.
you take things and turn it into a burrito, which is just it's cool. It's unique. It's not a chain, obviously.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
sure they'd love to be.
I think they had another one in Gaylordsville, but it closed, I think.
Gaylordsville, well, it's a tough place. You know?
Yeah.
You know, people aren't very accepting there.
Yeah.
In the town. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, just like an interesting place, man. The guy who owns it, who's there, who works there, and it's just
Yeah.
a cool place. A lot of
Well,
Cave Comics man.
I think he's got mostly his employees work for him there now.
Right. So like just cool little mom and pop businesses, man. He
Yeah.
goes here every week. And
Well,
it's great stuff.
The story back there was he had another restaurant, and then they ran out of like burger buns or
Yeah,
something, and they
yeah.
did this. But just a note, and you're like, oh, it's the McDonald's snack wrap. F the McDonald's snack wrap. This has been around for years.
He was driving home one night. He couldn't stay awake. He started.
He needed something to hide it, so he wrapped it in a burrito shell.
All I had were burrito shells. Yeah, he wrapped it around his stuff. I could put burger meat in here, not just my meat. Genius. Let's bring it back to the comics.
Baby animal meat.
That's
What?
kind of where
Go
we're
on.
going to. Let's bring it back to the other
Comics,
places,
yep.
The Cave Comics. So if you like our stuff, you like things we've done, Shaw's been a whole punch, the other insanity, a lot of it comes from those walls for me because it wasn't so easy to get a lot of this stuff. You know, I don't think you didn't have access to just be like, I want this, buy it digitally, have it on the thing.
No,
read
you'd
it.
have to physically acquire it
You have
somewhere.
to physically acquire it pretty much somewhere, or you go online. A lot at that time is like eBay was the place to go before Amazon really took over, and the prices were crazy to get these things. So within those walls was all the inspiration I needed, a lot of things I read. That's where I bought like Watchmen and Dark Knight Returns and all that stuff all came from there. And I probably wouldn't have gotten all these ideas to do things that we've done if not for this place existing. And perhaps I would have a more productive life. Maybe be a doctor or something, a lawyer, and have money. But instead, we've done what we've done. But it's just a great place, man. And we were talking about how it's good to have something to look forward to during your week.
Yeah.
The grind, right?
Yeah.
And that was always my thing. Wednesday, go.
Bam.
And work sucked, and then drive down. It was kind of a nice, like a far drive, but a nice drive. And
Yeah, it's a beautiful area, too.
Beautiful area, man. So we went down there today. Haven't been there in a while, man.
No, I was up in there. I go there maybe every couple months or so. I introduced some of my friends to it, and I mean, we live like over almost like an hour away, just about an hour away.
Further out.
But I introduced it to my friends, and we kind of have a ritual where we go to Burgeritoville. My friends, since we don't go that often, they order like 100. Literally, the last time we went, we had a bill of over $100 at Burgeritoville, like a little mom and pop like fast food place.
They never went to the comic store, got the ideas, and then they just went to the food.
No, they just really like the burgeritos. And we ordered I ordered one burgerito, and then my share of the communal fries and onion rings and stuff, and a shake.
Yeah.
They ordered 10.
Wow. Into
and they actually gave us extra fries and rings just because we went in and spent so much money. They just brought them out. We're like, sweet deal, thanks. And then when the food's cooking, because they're cooking 10 burgeritos, we go to the comic store. We wander through. One dude's picking up all the Sonic comics. I'm looking at the Warhammer stuff and seeing if there's anything cool in the other comic sections. Looking at the D&D books, whatever.
This is what John does. He steals all my haunts, and he actually he found
the
himself.
Frell, man.
Look, guys, what I got.
That's what I say to them. This is my place. I've been here since high school, you jerks.
Fair enough. So today's Free Comic Book Day, man. This is a big thing. It started a couple years ago. I remember going, and there's a couple people there. But now they've kind of timed it out, so it seems like it always hits when one of these huge Marvel movies comes out.
Oh, what a coincidence.
I think, what was it last year? It was the same thing, I think. I don't remember.
What was coming out? Guardians?
I don't remember. I don't know. Whatever.
Guardians a year ago?
Time flies. But we went there today. I got there a little before you, man. Just packed. Insane. Yeah. Showed up. No spots. Crazy, man. We go inside. Just people all over the place.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It was nuts. Like, I could barely walk inside. And
So what do we got here, John? You could show people some stuff
all right,
here.
So the first selection we have here is Secret Wars from the Marvel Comics company.
Secret Wars #0. This is the big Marvel event coming out. And as you get to see here, they actually put the name of the store on the back of it.
Yeah, they did that to
That's one thing I said to you when we left, because I'm like, I hope people are buying stuff.
Yeah.
Because we were talking to the owner. That dude's been there forever, man.
Yeah.
He opened that place in the 80s.
Yeah.
I think they opened when the Batman '89 came out. It was Cave Comics, like the Batcave.
Yeah.
All that, but I was like, man, I hope people are buying stuff, not just taking the free ones.
I mean, that's the thing. I wanted to go shopping and look around, but it was so crowded. I'm just like, I have to come back later.
So the free products basically are designated by this Free Comic Book Day thing here.
Yeah, you can't just take comics and leave.
This is Secret Wars. This is Marvel's new big event. I think it has to do with like the Ultimate Universe colliding with the whatever you call it, the main line Marvel Universe.
Yeah, the main.
It has like a note 619 or something. I don't know. I can't remember.
867.
We'll see what that's all about. This is the all new, all different Avengers, and then on the back you got the Inhumans.
Yeah, I want to.
And as you see your Falcon's on there, man.
Falcon America.
And, Falcon America, who became Captain America in the comics. But Falcon's in the movie. We're talking about the movie, Age of Ultron.
Yeah, but one funny thing is a friend of mine was talking about the previous Captain America movie, Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And their not really complaint was just like, I wanted to see more of the Falcon. Like, I didn't really care about Captain America. I want to see more of the Falcon. And look, Falcon's Cap now.
Yeah, I was doing this thing. My girlfriend was with me, and I was doing this annoying thing. Every time Falcon was on screen, I was just like, Falcon! It's Falcon!
Did he punch anyone?
So he popped up at the end. I was like, yes. So we got Divergence. This is DC's new deal. Don't know much about it. Not keeping up with the DC, man. Because what I basically read is the Marvel Unlimited.
Did I grab that? I think I missed that.
I don't think you got it. We can go back. It's okay.
I'm sad now.
We can go back, dude. And on the back, there's a nice ad for Arkham Knight, which I don't think either of us are going to be able to play because we don't have the proper consoles.
PC, though, right? It's for PC? PC?
But I read all my comics on Marvel Unlimited, so I'm about... Yeah, it's on PC.
Oh, cool.
So I'm about 6 months back from everybody, but all I pay is, I think, $50 a year, and you get to read a ton of comics.
Yeah.
So that's what works for me, man.
Oh, don't worry, guys. If you pre-order now, you can get the prototype Batmobile. Only at Walmart.
That's right. They should throw us a couple bucks for that, dude. Plugging them. All right, fair enough.
Superman looks like he's drawn like one of the guys from Sentinels of the Multiverse in that shot.
Maybe it's the artist or something. I don't know. Teen Titans Go.
Oh, I missed that one too.
And on the back, Scooby-Doo team up. Who are they teaming up with? Oh, Wonder Woman and Batman.
And well, they've teamed up with Wonder Woman and Batman and Superman before.
Oh yeah,
and the Globetrotters,
the old days,
which are a much more powerful superhero team.
So a couple of these I pick up. You guys are saying I'm a dirty liar, but a lot of these I pick up from my little cousin. He's about 8 or 9 years old. I can't remember. They're all the same.
I'd read it.
But a lot of these I throw to. I basically give them all to him. So I got too many comics at home.
Does that say whatever you do, don't fall asleep? Is it like a?
Have you seen the Teen Titans Go cartoon?
No. I've seen like one episode. Wait, I saw like one episode, and they like the police kept beating up one of the characters, and I was kind of confused.
Here you go. This is yours. I think you got this one.
I got this one. I've got it on the other side too, and it's like, oh, Sonic the Hedgehog, worlds unite. But what worlds are uniting? It looks like there's some sort of a laser beam. I mean, what could be? Oh my gosh, it's Mega Man! Again, they've done it before.
Mega Man and Sonic?
Yeah, they've done this before. Oh, but one other funny thing from the cover that I just think is kind of amusing is you've got Tails flying around with one of these little copter things. I forgot what they're called in the Mega Man games, but they're hanging out. I'm just waiting for Mighty Number 9 now. And the only other comic...
September.
Yeah. The only other comic I got that Rambo didn't, which I kind of left in the trunk because forgot. They have a Fight Club comic.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. But what's cool, though, is that the way that they've got the stickers on these ones to show what comic book store it's from, the Fight Club comic, it says, hello, my name is, and then they've got the stamp from the comic book store, which is pretty cool.
What could that be about? Like, does you just go around?
It's just going to be the novel. I mean, I'm guessing it's just going to be like a graphic novel version of the book, and it's going to end when the book ends.
He goes around setting up franchises. He franchised the Fight Club, and they're like at every corner with the Applebee's, with the GameStop. There's the Fight Club.
Oh my gosh, can you picture the Walmart version of Fight Club where like everything's on sale and it's all shadows?
Huh.
That would be
You'd
crazy.
have to pay for equipment. Or do we just fight normally? We have a lot of ideas today. This is a lot going on here.
Oh, totally.
I'm glad this is being recorded because now we...
Yeah, we need this. I don't know if we'll be able to share this with you guys. You're going to steal our ideas.
Society needs it.
Our geniusideasplop.com.
So it's the free comic book day. We're probably going to go back after this. And
definitely going to go back.
Try to actually move around the store without being like...
Yeah, I mean,
crushed.
I want to buy something because I love comic book stores and I feel like it's me doing at least something for them. But like the last year, I bought an Ultron. I bought an Infinity Gauntlet bottle opener magnet that just sticks on my fridge, and it's super shiny, and it's got the Infinity Gems on it. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
It was a very happy purchase, so I'm going to see if they have anything cool like that this year. I saw a Green Lantern bank briefly, but...
John's scoping around. I have piles of money. I'm ready to give to you.
No, well, I don't have piles. I just saw that like there was some cool stuff. I was freaking out, though. They had like a second edition Dungeons and Dragons rulebook, which confused the frill out of me.
Yeah.
Like shrink wrapped and shiny.
A lot of these stories are coming back now. We're talking about how they died.
Yeah.
There's actually a few that popped up over the last couple of years, and they usually combine them with something, so it's like used games plus comics plus the tabletop
Well,
stuff.
that's what's interesting, because there's
alien to me. I don't know what's going on there.
a comic book store near where I live, and all the guys who ran their Magic tournaments and stuff actually split and left to make their own gaming store. Mm-hmm. Because the comic book, I guess they didn't like working with the comic book store guy, or something happened. Like they had a falling out. But now it's just a gaming store, and then it's a comic book store at the other spot still.
But the culture's really huge now, and the stuff's popping up. There's a lot of money being exchanged for stuff.
Yeah.
Everything's being made. It's really a whole new world.
I hope they don't burn us out.
It's kind of sad that we can't get involved into that somehow, considering that we made a
comic
superhero
book
show.
Yeah, before they were super duper
But hey,
cool.
that's how it goes.
We've got you guys, right?
I hope so. I hope someone's there watching this.
Hello? If you're there, tweet at me. I'm kidding. It's
So let's get into Avengers: Age of Ultron. You saw this last night?
Ultron was 2 months old. Movie over.
I didn't talk to you about this at all. Did you wind up seeing it? Did everything work out? What was going on at the theater? Was there people dressed in suits? Was there any kind of hubbub?
A little bit. There was a dude in basically a red Iron Man sweatshirt with one of those gimpy plastic hard plastic Iron Man mask. It was one of the cheap ones.
You didn't wear your famous Spider-Man costume?
No, I wore something better.
What did you have on?
My STAYBALLSY shirt. Darn right, nothing else except for the other things I wore.
Okay.
I had these pants on.
What Avenger are you? Like, I'm not an Avenger.
This is what ticked me off, though. Before the movie, like at the Alamo Drafthouse, they play crazy random things. Like they make their own special pre-show for the movies. Like they had like that stupid little internet dance that everyone does with different characters, except they had the Avengers characters doing it.
Huh.
But then they started showing knockoffs, like the Almost Avengers. So they had...
What is that, though? Is that like a video?
It's a video they're playing.
Is it like something they made, or is this like something that's...
Other people made from the internet they just kind of picked.
I see.
And one of them was the Incredible Hulk. And it was just this, like, the movie looked like it was made in somewhere in, like, it looked like, I wouldn't say it was Bollywood necessarily.
JCPenney bathroom, maybe.
Yeah, something like that. But then they had another one which was like, it looked like the South American Avengers. Like, instead of Captain America, it was Capitan del America, and he was in a soccer outfit with a soccer ball. Actually, no, I think that was actually a girl. But the thing was, she's just kicking the soccer ball. She kicks it between the guy's legs, and the guy just falls over dead. Then they had the Incredible Hulk, which is just this dude who just gets angry and green, and his fat breaks through his shirt, and like stuff like that, and other things. I'm like, they're showing all these gimpy fake superheroes in like a knockoff Incredible Hulk movie from India, with like CGI helicopters and crazy stuff like that. And I'm like, they're showing all this superhero stuff. They're even showing old Michael, the guy who played Michael Knight. No idea. David Hasselhoff.
Oh yeah.
As Nick Fury.
Okay.
Getting a life model decoy. They're playing that.
Movie.
Yeah, they're playing part of that, like a clip of him watching a life model decoy. Before the movie, I'm like, why couldn't we put Styles Man and Hole Punch up here? Like, that would have been perfect. Just show a little clip of our own, like, hometown
people to
superheroes.
leave. We're getting out of here.
No, yeah, they would leave, go home, and watch Styles Man and Hole Punch instead.
This theater that you're talking about, I never went to this place. So how does this work? They serve you?
Yeah, so basically, they encourage you to get there a half hour early. Yeah, I just did air quotes to deal with it.
To eat?
No, just because if you show up after the movie starts, you're not allowed in.
Oh.
They won't open the doors for you. I mean, if you cry, they might let you in, but they won't. But basically, what happens is
sold out.
I believe so. So you get there, and when you get to your seat, you basically sit in front of a bar table. Mm-hmm. Just little thin table, maybe a foot and a half, or maybe like 30 to 50 centimeters, wide. And going all the way down, the seats have a lot of space in between them. The armrests can go up and down. They have cup holders. So
does someone actually come over and go, "Do you want a steak?"
Yeah, here's what happens.
Is it annoying though?
No. What you do is there's underneath the table is a very dim light, so you can read the menu if you want. They encourage you to order before the movie starts.
Okay.
And you order by writing down what you want on a white piece of paper.
Did you order something?
Oh heck yeah! And then you stick it in front of you, and then they come by, they read the order, they whisper it back to you if the movie started.
Do you have like a table?
You've got a little like it's like sitting at a bar.
Okay.
Like a bar table.
Huh.
And they can bring you stuff during the movie, whatever you want.
Is it overpriced?
A little bit.
Is it popcorn with nacho cheese and shit, or is it?
You can get that, yeah.
Or is it like actual meals?
It's both. You can get unlimited popcorn, and you can just like put a little white piece of paper up saying "Refill my popcorn now, or I will fight you," and they'll bring you more popcorn.
Do you notice movement? Like, is it annoying to?
No, it was only annoying once. Well, twice when they kept giving my food to the guy sitting to my left.
Really?
Yeah,
was he eating it?
they gave him my burger, and he's like, "Did you order a burger?" I'm like, "Yeah, this is yours."
Now, did you see the 3D version or the normal?
It was 3D.
So you have 3D glasses on, watching a 3D movie, and there's people bringing foods.
Yeah, well, it's in front of every row of seats. There's a walkway.
Okay.
And basically, the people who work there must have calves and knees of steel.
Because they have to
they kneel down in front.
They master whisperers.
Yeah.
Like fries with that.
Yeah, or they just read the paper and they just kind of go, yeah. The worst part was that
sorry, I forgot.
I ordered everything I wanted at the beginning of the show. I just wrote it down, and the person's like, "Okay, cool, yeah, we can bring this out to you in phases." Mm-hmm. Like, sweet, so I could get dessert toward the end of the movie and dinner in the middle and whatever. What happened was I ordered a drink, and I forgot what its name was. So the guy came over. He's holding a glass.
Remember.
He's like, "Did you order?" I'm like, "What the?"
Is it Pepsi? No.
I'm like, "What the frell are you talking?"
Coke.
Like,
no.
I couldn't hear the guy. I couldn't hear a word he was saying. I'm like, "I don't know. I think I ordered something." He's like, "I ordered a drink." He's like, "Did you order a blah, blah, blah?" And then finally he's like, "Did you order a Yeti Stout?" I'm like, "Yeti, yes, Yeti, yeah, I had the Yeti drink."
See, this sounds like just too much for me, man. I don't even like the 3D because I just like to see the movie.
Yeah.
And just zone in and just block
it all
out.
Well,
it's hard to do in a theater anyway, though. There's people doing all kinds of things.
Yeah. Well, they have a strict no talking policy that they'll fight you for, which is good. But the thing is, I think you're right.
I'm going to check it out, though.
Yeah, you got to test it out. Like, honestly, it might be better for seeing, like, a comedy or something less intense.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, honestly, I feel like I want to watch the movie again. but
I'll
like
go again.
it was good. Like I feel like I was just kind of. It was weird because it saves time because you don't need to worry about dinner. But like, I don't know. I don't think I was super distracted by my food.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't see the need to combine them, but theaters are kind of in trouble. So they're trying something like a gimmicky thing to. And then food, you make a lot of money on food.
Yeah,
so
I mean
that
the
makes
food,
sense. And all power.
I mean, it was a little overpriced. Like I think that like I got like a not super overpriced, but I think like a soda was $4, but infinite refills throughout the course of the movie. You don't have to get up.
It sounds a little dangerous to me because if the movie's just terrible, would you be tempted just to throw some food?
Yeah.
At someone on the screen.
No one did that. Although everyone cracked up and laughed at the right parts in the movie. But what's funny?
You're laughing, you're eating, and just choking or just spitting.
Yeah. But what's good though, one thing that I do like though is that they do like movie themed things.
Yeah.
Like they have a special Kingsman drink and they have a special Kingsman burger, which is actually really good.
Just trying to get the money.
No, but honestly, the burger was amazing. It was a burger with brie, onion jam, and
Kingsman burger?
arugula. Yeah, arugula, and I didn't need any ketchup. No, it's just supposed to be snooty and fancy, like what a gentleman would eat, and it was wonderful.
Sure. Yeah. Like you.
Wow, we've been here for like 25 minutes. And haven't even talked about the movie.
We're good. We're trying to get into it.
I just keep going off. I know, it's my bad.
And menus.
Maybe I should have eaten more today.
Okay.
We're going to get the food later.
All right. So Age of Ultron.
Hold on.
Okay.
So I wanted to go like 9 a.m. That was the first showing.
Yeah.
That's great. 9 a.m. I was like kind of surprised they even had that. But I wanted to get in some stuff with some work and stuff. So the earliest I could get there was like 12:30.
Okay.
So we get there, man, and the thing that drives me crazy is there's a group of people in front of the entrance to like where the theater is, like the theater you have to go into to like sit down and watch the movie, the theater, you know what I'm talking about, the screen. There's a group of people in a circle, and they're like, they obviously just got out, and they're like, we're going to talk about the movie.
No,
in front
F you
of
guys.
everyone.
No.
And because we had this information.
Yeah.
We're special. And they're just like, I don't know, I tried to just go as quickly as I could past them, but they're just like, obviously be loud. And it's one of those grandstanding things, you know. We saw it, we know stuff. And each person seems like they're trying to outdo the other one with knowledge about
What they just saw.
Marvel or something. And this chick is like, well, Joss Whedon, he's not directing the next movie, so I have doubts about how good it could be. And it's like just go home.
It was funny.
Go home and talk on the internet like everyone else does.
My friends basically spent the entire car ride home grilling me about Marvel stuff.
You're the expert.
To me, apparently.
You're the resident Marvel expert.
Yeah, they're asking me like, does Hawkeye really have a girlfriend? I'm like, I don't know.
Matter, a lot of people do that, but why does it even matter? What I always just say is like, it's different. It's totally different. Don't worry about it. You know, you don't need to know.
I want to know if it's official.
Are people trying to find spoilers, maybe, or things to come?
I guess.
They want to know if it's official. What does that mean? Like,
I don't know. They want to know like,
is this good?
No, is this in the real Marvel universe and not the Marvel Cinematic
They're
Universe?
both real. It's just different, man. In the comics, you can't even. Because last year we were like kissing the ass of comics, but one thing I did want to mention, there's a lot of bad ones. There's a lot of bad stuff that's happened. So you got to kind of separate them.
Yeah, you can't just lump everything together.
You can't lump it all together. It doesn't matter, you know. I think people are just curious what happens here and stuff like that.
They wanted to get more information. They want to get more info about the story, the backgrounds of the characters.
So I saw the movie about 1 p.m. Mm-hmm. It was maybe a quarter of the way full. It's awesome.
Oh, wow.
It's real nice, real nice. That's definitely the way to go. Most people got to work all day. I just didn't show up, or I left. It's the way to do it. I don't know. I guess we'll just get into it, man. The movie itself, I love the movie, okay? I really love it. Now, I'm not the best person to be, like, reviewing these things or talking about these things because I am, like, a huge fan. Mm-hmm. So, if they just had, like, a still of all the characters in suits, like, I'd be, this is great.
You mean like the ending credits?
Whatever. If it was just, like, a still, like a Photoshop of people in costumes, I'd be like, this is freaking awesome. You put a dude in spandex, put it up on the screen, I'm going to find some good in it and something I like about it. And I love the movie, but the things I love most about it are not anything to do with the plot or the action or anything.
Really?
It's the parts where they're just doing normal stuff.
Yeah, because you get to see the characters. Yeah.
Oh my god, like the party. They're having that party.
The party was great. I really wanted to shout, I saw a lot of this before all y'all.
Yeah, and what's funny is we saw that hammer scene.
Yeah.
At New York Comic Con, we saw the trailer, and that actually, like, we thought it was just a throwaway joke thing.
Yeah.
But actually
becomes relevant, yeah.
Yeah, so like, oh shit, I didn't expect that, because we knew that part.
Yeah.
But I just love when they're doing normal stuff, and they're just at the party, or in like when at Hawkeye's house, and they're just chilling out. And
oh, yeah.
having
Like
this conversation.
And then, like, little girl stares down Tony, was it Tony Stark she stares down? Or the Hulk?
Thor.
Thor, okay, Thor.
And then he has flashbacks to the
Yeah.
dream or whatever.
Yeah.
And I love just any time Cap and Tony are talking. Those two actors are just, oh my god.
There's one thing that bugged me about that.
Yeah.
Like, there was too much antipathy between the two than I think there should have been. Like, they should have been still kind of buddy-buddy. A little bit.
No, but he did do something...
Stupid.
You could even go the opposite way and say he should be more pissed at him. Because he essentially, like, did the old, made this happen.
Yeah.
And people did die and stuff, I assume.
Yeah, a lot of them. They destroyed, like, a lot of things.
It's a matter of opinion, but I think you could even go you could go the one direction where he trusts anything he does because he did save everyone in the first movie. So you could be like, no matter what you do, like, I'll stand by you, I trust you. Or you could go the whole other direction where I hate you now because, like, look what you've done. I think they kind of were in the middle.
I loved when he pointed out the nuke part. He's like, did anybody remember when I flew the nuke through the portal above New York City? Okay, just checking if you guys were paying attention there.
So the opening scene I thought was cool. That's why I like
fighting?
to see that. You just start off, and they're all they're just going to town, doing the work.
Yeah, and it was kind of funny. Like during half of that, I was just like, the moral of the story is you should just give Cap's shield to anyone. Just make one for everybody, and they're all better.
Well, now he has the thing that sucks it in.
They have an excuse. They have a reason. Like, how does Captain America always get his shield back when he throws it? And now he's just like, boop. I'm sorry. Boop.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be kind of close to it, and that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's like, as opposed to him just having magical math powers.
And a lot of the stuff they did in these fights really cool. It's not just like let's have them punch guys. Like, they did a lot of thinking about combining powers with guys. There's the fight scene later on. The Widow uses the shield a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, or when Thor smacks the shield.
See, that's the kind of stuff that most people don't care.
But the comic book guys are just like
the Widow using the shield. Like, most people are like, whatever, I don't give a shit. But for me, that's freaking awesome.
It makes perfect sense.
5 out of 5 stars.
It's teamwork. It's teamwork.
Right.
It's like when you watch the first 20 minutes of Days of Future Past, like that fight, and you watch all the X-Men's powers working together. You're getting a taste of that, but with the Avengers in this.
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't but what I liked was that it was really coordinated.
Yes.
But not as coordinated as the X-Men were.
Okay.
That's what I liked, because that's kind of their spiel.
The Avengers still starting off.
Yeah.
Know? But yeah, just opening with a huge battle, awesome, and it's Stark flying around, and everyone's doing what you want them to be doing. Folks running around smashing people, and it's just cool, man. So they get into this base, they find the siblings, who were, I think it was at the end of Thor 2, I think they showed them.
Briefly, at some point,
after the credits, they showed them they're in like cells.
Yeah.
And then you kind of get an introduction to them. What did you think of these characters?
They were pretty cool. I mean,
Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch.
The excuses for their powers to get around things, I thought that was pretty cool. Well, not pretty cool, but I mean, the only way they could really pull it off without ticking everybody off.
Yeah,
because they left wiggle room. Because it might not be. Because it could have been that maybe Quicksilver was kind of fast naturally because of maybe a mutant gene, but then they enhanced him like photos of security camera footage.
Can't say mutant.
Yeah, so they just think...
so sad. We talked about this last week, how sad that is, that Marvel themselves can't even say mutant.
Yeah,
sad.
It's because they sold the rights to that.
I think some of the new characters, I think all the new characters weren't really developed all that amazingly. They're done enough where you're like, okay.
Pietro and...
Ultron and the two...
I can't remember her name. Wanda.
Yeah, you're like, it's enough where you're like, oh, that's cool, I get it. But you're not, you kind of still want a little bit more. So I guess their story was, when they were kids, their house blew up.
It was getting shelled.
And they saw Stark on
because they were Stark munitions.
So someone used Stark munitions on it and blew up their house.
Yeah.
Probably like accidentally in a war or whatever. Because he used to sell...
weapons. He was a weapons dealer. That was his deal.
So then they're like, we hate Stark, we want to kill him, and we want to kill the Avengers. That's it. Boom.
Yeah.
And then when in the beginning, when he takes Loki's scepter, she has a chance to kill him, but the person she hates, and not only hates, but volunteers herself to be experimented on, to be turned into like a monster, because she hates this guy so much. She does not kill him. She goes, he's very afraid.
They call him on it, though.
See what he does.
They call her on it.
Kind of, but I'm just saying is that...
Well, I think what he did was...
Like, okay,
I think she realized if she killed him now, they wouldn't be able to kill the other Avengers. But I think she realized she could F with his head and then get them to separate so that she could pick them off one by one.
Them all. She's based off this one thing. On a hunch that there's something in the scepter that he's going to like do something bad.
Yeah,
all right, cool.
Maybe, or maybe she... Well, I think what she did was instilled fear into him, and then to kind of make him paranoid so that he would be erratic and unstable.
Perhaps. And it makes sense. I think they set up his thing well.
Because
he did see through that wormhole. He saw some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's in his head. And in Iron Man 3, like, he has problems with that. And,
Yeah.
So that was good, you know. But the thing with them, like, they have powers because...
They don't explain it.
They were experimented on.
They don't say whether...
Okay.
The good thing is they leave it deliberately vague whether they had any powers before they were enhanced.
Yeah. I would have rather they had power, like they were Inhumans or something.
Yeah, like something, but I know...
Did they get powers because of the gem? So can other people get powers now? Because could Vision
I
get powers?
think that they're mutants, but they just don't want to say it.
Well, what they've told us is that they were experimented on giving powers.
No, they said they... No. They said they were enhanced.
Okay, all right.
Which means they could have started out with powers.
Will they ever explain this?
No, they would not until Fox F's up and we get the rights back.
Well, there is Inhumans in the world, in that universe. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
but but their powers.
And then later on, it's like they're like, we hate these guys so much. Okay, you giant metal dude, whatever you say we're doing. Then they figure out he wants to destroy the Earth. We always still hate you. We love these other guys now.
Well, they're more like
very emotional. They're super emotional.
Well, they don't want to. All they want to do is kill the Avengers. They don't want to. If they destroy the planet, because they don't want to destroy. They want to kill Tony Stark for effing up their town and their country. But
even though
if Ultron wins,
if they did like more than 5 minutes of research, they could probably figure out like he didn't purposely.
Yeah, but if Ultron wins, then everybody else dies.
Right. So everything they did was fine. It's like acceptable, and there's reasons. But like I'm saying, it's not as like developed as maybe they could do it. And they're very like, just, okay, we're doing this, now we're doing that, now we're doing, it's like that kind of thing. So
and her powers are kind of weird.
Yeah.
They're not the same.
Right,
no, but one thing, okay, in the comics, when Wanda Maximoff freaks out, mutants are gone forever, and
but you can't,
a whole new universe.
You can't do that comparison.
Right, but it was just kind of funny, because Wanda Maximoff freaked out, and I'm just like waiting for something to happen.
She does stuff.
And I'm just like, no, but I'm waiting for just some big crazy, don't mess with her moment, and instead she just kind of continues fighting.
Yeah, but maybe you can't do that yet, because she's just starting.
It's soon, yeah.
It's too soon, maybe. I agree, though. I see what you're saying. Then they did the thing that drives me crazy, man. This was in Batman, what was the last one? Dark Knight Rises.
Okay.
Where Alfred basically says, he shows Bruce footage, like, this is Bane. Look at him. He's strong, he's big, he's fast. He was trained by the League of Assassins.
Shadows.
Like, League of Shadows, okay. That's Arrow, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
The League of Shadows, blah, blah, blah. And then when Batman goes to fight him, and he knows he's going to fight him, he has, like, no plan. He just starts punching his body a lot.
Yeah.
So in this one, Maria Hill tells Cap, like, listen, they got a guy who's fast, super fast guy, and they got this other chick who can mess with your mind, control people, teleconnect, blah, blah, blah. Then they go to fight them. They know they're going to be there, and, like, let's bring the Hulk. Sure. They have nothing to protect themselves from the fast dude, no plan from the fast guy, or the chick that controls your mind. And guess what happens? Like, she controls people's minds.
Yeah.
And she freaking...
But there was a really good moment, though, because, in the first Avengers movie, Hawkeye gets controlled, and in this one, he's like, I have had enough of mind control.
Right,
and he's just like, nope. Yeah. And he doesn't he zap her with like an electric arrow, and
she goes up behind him and nails her with the thing in the head.
Yeah,
so that was a nice touch.
Because what's funny is like she's just suddenly the super stealthiest person ever. I guess she's manipulating people's minds to not hear her or something. But yeah, her powers are not analogous to her ones in the comics.
But she just do a little bit, like we have to have a plan going in to fight them. We'll have this. It could go wrong. It doesn't work.
But they need a plan.
Just the fact that you show up, like, let's bring the Hulk, because this chick that controls people. Just put him in the plane and nothing will happen, So whatever, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just kind of
No, nothing's bad.
Well, I think they were also trying to point out, like, S.H.I.E.L.D's not really around to direct stuff, so they're kind of flying by the seat of their pants a little bit. Mm-hmm. Though it was kind of cool with, like, Fury and some of the other cool stuff that happened, too. But, like...
Let's get to Ultron. Let's talk about Ultron.
Ultron, I mean...
I would say, again, not super developed, but if you look at any of the Marvel movies, it's not really about the villains. Not really about the villains. You watch, like, 89 Batman, some of the DC stuff, it's really about... Mm-hmm. That's about the Joker, man.
Yeah.
It's about the villain. Marvel movies more about the heroes, because the heroes are the ones that are going to keep going into other movies, and
the villains get beat. Except for recurring villains like Loki.
So he's not super developed, really. I'm a machine, or am. They were a little quick to just be accepting of the whole thing, I thought. Do you agree with that?
That he's there and
he's there and and then they're like he's out there in the internet. He's doing stuff like, okay, we have to stop him. They're not like
they're not like, are we sure?
What the hell is this?
Let's talk with him. Let's figure out what he is.
Like, what can he really do? Like, what?
He has deleted all the porn.
That's what I thought. I thought they were gonna do the thing where he could really control machines, and you get that scene where a whole city was dark.
No, dude, we're not watching Maximum Overdrive.
Exactly, because I think that's been done a lot. The internet's we've control of every technology, so maybe in some ways it's good they didn't do that. It seemed like all he was doing was just building robots.
Yeah, just lots of the dude was just reproducing.
So again, he wasn't super defined of
what having robo-sex
what
the
he's able
time.
to actually do. Like if he could build, why doesn't he build some insane huge machine or something?
Yeah, why doesn't he just?
Well, because all he ever built was those dudes. He
didn't
build anything else.
Well, he's a robot. He's not that. Okay, so
and then he flew a plane himself.
Okay, but what was funny is the whole drive home, I was having this big discussion with a friend of mine who just couldn't accept the fact that Ultron's AI exists. He's like, how could they pull an AI out?
He has a problem with.
How could they pull this AI out of an Infinity Stone? It doesn't make sense.
Why
okay,
not?
First of all, it's the Mind Gem. Okay, so how did it come out? Well, first of all, here's my predict. This is what I was trying to tell the dude.
It's too much.
Okay, what happened was Mind Gem's there, Infinity Stone, crazy powerful, can't be controlled. Stark's looking for what Stark is looking for is an AI. That's what Stark wants. Mm-hmm. That's what the Mind Stone is going to show him because that's what he wants. That's how they work.
Right.
And he finds it, and don't ignore the stupid glowing blue thing that looks doesn't make sense. The big glowing
okay.
That doesn't make any no. But he's looking for an AI. He finds one. The stone provides it and gives him what he thinks he wants, which is about right for, nigh omnipotent power and crazy stuff. Seems about right for the Infinity Stones. And the only thing that didn't make sense to me was, let's copy this thing over. Dang, it didn't work. Let's copy it over. Dang, it didn't work. All right, let's go have a lunch break. Bloop, I worked now. That's the only thing that doesn't make sense to me. Because because everything else, it makes sense. It's Tony's will doing stuff. If Tony was just like, I need this to happen when Banner's not around in his mind, if there's any hint of that, and then it magically went when he left, I could understand it.
Self-aware, maybe it knew it was a good time to...
It was self-aware already, but yeah, could have been.
It is what it is.
Yeah, and...
they didn't go deep, like you say, they don't go deep into this is why he could do this, this is why it works,
they're just...
They don't feel the need to, and maybe they're right, because it's a, 2-hour movie, and you can't...
How long was it? I didn't know.
It was 2 hours, 15 minutes.
Okay, was that shorter?
No, it was pretty long. It felt fast to me.
Well, I mean, I had a huge issue related to what we had before.
Food.
No, not that. I had to go to the bathroom really badly. So
you eat food during the movie.
Well, dude, hey, any movie you're allowed to. Oh, people eat food at movies all the time. Usually it's candy and soda.
Okay.
If I had a giant cup of water and some other stuff, and if I had just one refill of a giant soda, I would have been in the same boat. So by the end of the movie, I'm just I really need the bathroom. This is bad. But I can't miss the thing after the credits, so I stayed until the thing before the credits. Yeah, the credits started. I ran to the bathroom. I'm like, I gotta make it back in time. And then I come back, and then there's nothing.
A lot of potty talk from you today. What's going on here?
Language.
So overall, yeah, did you like Ultron as
a villain? He was an interesting villain just because his character was fun. Because he they pointed it out a few times in the movie, but he has Tony Stark's mannerisms. Mm-hmm. But just enough that you can tell, but not enough such that it seems like it's a clone of Stark.
They played into that. They said this Ultron wants to do this. Why do you think he wants to do that? Where do you think he got that from? They kind of went into that stuff.
Stark.
I love. There's a lot of just awesome moments in there, man. Let's go into Vision. Sure, why not?
Okay, now first of all, the Vision, when I saw the red, oh no!
I forgot. I knew he was in it.
I didn't remember he was in it.
Yeah, but when I was watching it, and it just didn't hit my head the Vision's coming. When they did it, it's oh shit, yeah, the Vision, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of cool stuff, and that's the thing with the hammer, we talked about. So he comes out. First of all, that scene's awesome with when Cap and the siblings come in. Yeah. And then they're fighting them a little bit, little skirmish going on. And the Thor just comes down out of nowhere. He returns and
he's just
lights that shit up. And the Vision comes out, and he picks up the hammer. And I think that was a throwback to the beginning. Yeah. Where he explains only those who were worthy could do it. So you're saying that would have been a kind of plot hole. Why would you trust this weird guy?
Yeah, we have no reason to trust him. And then he lifts the hammer. It's incredibly well balanced.
Yeah, and then like, oh shit, okay, so now you trust him because
Yeah.
obviously he's been deemed worthy.
One of the best
doing
parts,
awesome.
though, back to the hammer thing. This is so great. Well, I mean, how can he hold it? Blah 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 blah. Well, if you put it in an elevator, it still goes up, right? Elevator's not
See, that's the
unworthy.
stuff I love, dude.
Because it's a robot.
Just that back and forth with the characters.
Yeah.
That's the stuff I love.
Yeah.
They could make a movie where they're just having dinner at a theater.
I could watch.
I would watch it for 2 hours. For 2 hours, I would watch that, just chatting.
Yeah. No, the Vision. One of the other fun things about the Vision is they gave him Jarvis's voice, which is pretty cool.
Which gives you that familiarity. It's the same
Yeah.
guy that's been doing the voice all this time.
Yeah. And you're just
finally
like,
gets to be like,
wow, I'm in the movie. That's cool.
And he's got that Joss Whedon stuff. I don't know if he wrote the line or whatever, but that awesome stuff where he's talking to Ultron.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You're very naive." He goes, "Well, I was born yesterday."
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's freaking gold,
Like,
dude.
that's, oh no.
There was a couple little moments like that throughout the movie that are just gold, man. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
Hawkeye with his wife, and she touches his side. He goes, "I could tell the difference."
Yeah.
Like that shit like that. Really, that's pretty human stuff, and just really clever and heartwarming moments.
Some of the funny moments between Black Widow and Banner.
Yeah, let's talk about that because a lot of people. I actually did read a review like last week, and the guy was just going off on this like very forced Hulk and Black Widow romance and how could they do
Honestly,
this?
I didn't think it was
No, it
that
was-
forced. They started hinting at it in Avengers 1.
Yeah, and they gave setup to it because she talks to him and she has a little monologue about how there's a man who could win any fight but he doesn't want to fight.
Well, that's obviously talking about Hulk.
Yeah, but she's talking to him and she's giving exposition why she's attracted to him.
Yeah, and then Banner.
It's not just like I thought it was going to be, from what I read, it's just start off and they're like just making out and they're like just going. But
Yeah.
they didn't even really actually get together. It was
No,
more
because
of a-
Banner's like Cap comes over and is like, dude, I'm from the 1920s and I can see what's happening here. Are you dumb? Are you stupid?
This being from the 1920s give him extra like.
Well, he's been out of the game for 70 years, man.
So you can tell more than anyone else. Like in the 20s, flirty was an all-time.
Well,
art.
he's also like, well, one of the
I'm an expert on
another
this.
another great line was, "Take it from me, don't wait too long." Like,
See, dude, that's the stuff I loved, man.
yeah, but like, I don't think it was forced at all because I mean, even in the first Avengers movie, like, they send her to pick him up, and
She says that to Fury.
Yeah.
At the end. She goes, "Did you know when you sent me?"
yeah, that
go-
like that she would be his type of girl.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like,
Well, because she's got she feels she is a monster inside of her, like
yeah,
he does.
it's the same. And they go into her backstory a bit too.
Everyone.
Yeah. And then another funny moment that is a Joss Whedon moment is they run out there and because everybody knows that they've kind of almost got a thing going on. And like, what is it? Stark is like,
You can't have sex, though.
don't play hide the zucchini. Like, you better not be playing hide the zucchini out there. And it took me a second because I'm like, okay, it's funny because it's a vegetable and
And
it's
you
shaped
think-
like, and then I realized it's green.
All right, let me ask you this: Do you think in the script someone wrote that line like "hide the zucchini"? Stark says this, or do you think he just threw that?
I think it might. I could see Downey Jr.
I can
just
see him
pulling
doing
that
that
out. Yeah.
It seems like something he would just throw in. But yeah, they set up why she's into him, and they don't actually ever get together. It's more of that like courting each, playing around kind of feeling.
Yeah,
figured
well,
out
because
kind of thing.
he thinks he's too dangerous
Yeah.
for her, and
Right.
she's probably going to feel rejected, and like, but at the end of the movie, like they almost run off to be together.
well, it's
Then he
interesting.
disappears.
He wanted to leave with her. Right?
Yeah,
So then she turns him into the Hulk.
and then I think
Do
he
you
feels
think that's
betrayed.
why-
He
do you
feels
think that's what it is, or do you think he's sick of thoughts like I can't? Be
Well,
with
doesn't
her?
she say like, but right now I need the other guy?
Right. Maybe he's just like, I need to be around nobody. And where's that going? Like at the end, he gets into a
A Stark tech ship,
Stark
or like a
ship.
Quinn jet of some sort.
and is he going into space? Is he going to Planet Hulk?
You
Is he
think
going-
he's going to Planet? Wait, are they making a Planet Hulk movie?
Oh, it's not in the cards, but maybe.
But aren't they making a Hulk movie now?
No, it's not announced.
Okay.
But they could.
Like he's running off on his own because problems. But honestly, part of the movie, if I feel like the movie is just kind of like, these people want to do different things, so we need a new set of Avengers, so let's have reasons for the other guys to disappear.
Maybe we'll see. I think they'll all be back.
They'll be back for the inevitable Thanos movie.
They'll all be back. One thing I want to talk about: the Hulkbuster versus the Hulk.
Yeah.
They called the Hulkbuster Veronica.
Veronica was the AI that talked to him.
I don't think so.
He asked Veronica to send him the suit. Veronica was the
Okay.
AI in the satellite, I think.
All right, so he called it Veronica, and then Banner talks about how he helped make Veronica. I think Veronica is the opposite of Betty and Veronica.
Oh my
Betty's
gosh!
the chick that Betty Ross.
Yeah.
Is the chick that he loves, in the Hulk movie. And
Yeah, and then
traditionally
they forget about.
But actually, he leaves her the same way he left the widow. Like,
Yeah.
He just takes off, and so he has a history with doing this. He's in it for like the courtship, and then he's out. He's commitment issues, right? But the Hulkbuster thing was cool.
Yeah, I didn't even realize when they mentioned
That's
that he
something that
helped.
gets ruined by trailers.
Yeah.
Because if you had no idea that was coming, then you're like, oh, this is awesome. It's like 10 times awesome.
Well, speaking of that whole thing, this was kind of confusing to me. I don't remember the exact history of this nation. I don't remember if it started out as a paradise or only became a paradise after the character whose name I forgot, whose code name is the Black Panther.
Oh, you talking about Wakanda?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Because that was supposed to be like a technological paradise, like the pinnacle of human civilization.
In this movie, was it?
No.
It's just in the comics.
In the comics.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be like paradise. This is the people there are peaceful.
King.
Yeah, he's the king. The king of Wakanda is the Black Panther.
Yeah.
And this place is supposed to be a paradise. Everybody it's like the best place on earth. Like, and then they're like, oh no, the only place in the world that exports the most adamantium. But they go there and there's like vibranium, whatever. Yeah, vibranium, derp, which I thought came from space. But anyway,
well, I think it's actually
canon.
It's actually right. Yeah.
But like they go there and like there's this crazy Australian dude or something like, and this whole totally illicit, illegal, like smuggling illegal weapons operation going on. I'm like, Wakanda's supposed to be awesome.
Did you ever see the Marvel comic character that has one hand and he's got a little claw thing? He's called the Claw.
Maybe.
He's purple.
No.
That's going to be him, I guess, because they cut his hand off.
Yeah.
So
he apologized for it too. Ultron's like, "Oh, sorry. You'll live. You'll be okay."
He had a lot of lines, dude.
Yeah.
Because he's like, is it because he's Starkish? Is that why? Or
yeah.
Is it just okay. When they cut that dude's arm off, he's going to be the villain in the Black Panther movie.
Oh wow.
He's going to be the Claw.
Okay, so it's going to start off with things being in a bad state.
Yeah. Exactly. He's probably not. Maybe he's not going to be the king, or maybe I'm thinking he's going to be one of those things where he has the right to the throne or something, but he doesn't have it. And he comes forward and like, you're the real king, not this other fucking guy. And, yeah, because maybe now it's like a pirate country or something.
Yeah, it could be.
It's got to be because because it's all about like it's bad now it's good. That's what they kind of do.
I mean, he's going to go fix everything up, I guess.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, the Hulkbuster Hulk fight, awesome stuff, man. All the fights just really top notch.
Yeah.
And again, a lot of thought goes into it. It's not just like you're punching.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, Cap does this, you do that. I love during the final battle where Iron Man actually saving people. They're not just concentrating like we gotta stop this guy. He's like, like trying to save people, and Thor's doing the same.
Yeah.
thing.
What got me though was like just the stuff that like Black Widow, she just kept running around doing her thing.
Yeah. Well,
but she can't do much. But then Hawkeye's just like, I'm gonna do it with a bow.
Let's talk about Hawkeye actually.
He was awesome.
This was his movie, right?
Yeah. Well, he got shafted in the first one. A little bit.
He's in Thor, and he's
kind of hanging out.
He's just doing nothing.
Yeah.
He's in Avengers, and he's mind wiped.
Mind blarfed.
Yeah, and then at the end he fights well. But this one, like, oh yeah, he's got a family and kids. And that's cool too because the other characters don't have that.
Yeah, like he's the most normal of any of them. But the funny thing is, like, he's running around. Like, first of all, he's got his like 10 bajillion arrows. Like, he never seems to run out, which is funny. But like, yeah, he's given the. But what's funny is the person who gets Scarlet Witch back in the fight is him giving a speech like, "Look, it's up to you, whatever you want to do. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna go out there and fight because it's my job and I have to do this. You don't have to, but if you step out there, you're one of us."
Did you
blah
think
blah
at
blah.
any point he was going down?
Kind of, yeah.
I thought so. I think they wanted.
Yeah.
That's what they wanted you to do.
And then they throw that whole other thing.
We're going to show you the family. We're going to show you everything. Then
yeah, he's got the most to lose.
We're going to take it away.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that's another thing for why they're going to show why the next movie for the Avengers, like why they're hinting at basically it's going to be a new team.
Possibly, I don't know. I have my doubts.
I don't know. I think
they'll incorporate them back.
They hint at it. They're like,
oh, absolutely.
Oh, they're untrained, but here's what we got. And you got Cap. Oh, that was such a. That ticked me off, man.
Let's get with Hawkeye a little bit more. I like the scene with the wife.
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact lines, but she's like, I look around at them, they're gods. And he's like, well, I'm not. And then she's like, that's why they need you, and then shit like that. Like that's
he
awesome.
ties them back down to earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then you think about like, oh, he is just a guy.
Yeah, like, I mean, you'd say, oh, well, Widow's a regular human too. She's going to tie everyone back down, but she doesn't because she got seriously messed up.
She's got to calm down the Hulk. She's got to rub on.
Oh, man.
She's got to rub on the Hulk in a car just to keep him awake.
We need a lullaby. Like, are you guys, I mean, are you going to...
I have no problem with that stuff.
You know, it's funny, but I'm just wondering if they're like, is that going to be like a a euphemism in a later movie. They're gonna make a joke like,
Probably, yeah.
"Sorry, we needed a lullaby. Why are you late?" Yeah,
I don't think they went up together.
probably
Honestly.
not. I don't know.
So yeah, they set up Hawkeye, man. He's his family man, all this stuff, and then it's like they're gonna kill him because he goes to save this kid who's stuck behind some debris.
Yeah.
And then Ultron's flying a plane. Okay.
Because reasons.
And he's shooting everybody, and Hawkeye turns his back. He's gonna take the hits, and then Quicksilver comes. He
Pushes him out of the way, and takes the bullets.
And he's done. I'm thinking, okay, Quicksilver. They're gonna use that skin shit on him, that machine.
Yeah.
And they're gonna cure him.
But
I guess not. They never did it.
They didn't do
Unless
it.
he's just there next movie and they're like, oh yeah, it happened. Or
Yeah, I think it might have. No, you know what? I think it might have killed him because the other Quicksilver is in the other movie.
it could have to do with that. I don't, they're allowed to use him for whatever they want to do.
Because he's an Avenger.
But maybe they were just like, we don't need a Quicksilver if they're Maybe you're right. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, well, and also they named his
someone should
kid
die.
Nathaniel Pietro.
I think someone should die in these movies eventually because
They might kill the Vision.
if you have all these characters. Well, he died, so no one has to die anymore. But if you have all these characters
Vision's
in the
still
battle,
around.
the battle is so crazy, and they all walk away, then it's kind of like
Yeah, there's no risk.
Right.
But that's the thing. Like,
Oh, yeah, I'm talking
yeah.
about Quicksilver Vision.
Okay,
Vision's
yeah.
alive.
But here's a funny thing. One of the things they did that I thought was really good is the bad guys, when they're coming to fight, they were smart. They're like, if you wing one of the weak ones, they're all going to freak out. And they shoot Hawkeye. Like, he gets zapped.
Yeah.
And everyone freaks out a bit. Like, they're showing, like, you know, these guys are fragile, but they're still out here doing this stuff.
Yeah.
But with regards to someone dying, I mean, I could see them killing the Vision in, like, in 2 movies.
I think he's in it for the long haul because I don't think that guy's going to cost him $1 billion. And he's cool and he's new. So
I mean-
maybe he will die later. But he's got the gem in his head, so
That's what I'm saying.
Thanos is going to crush his head or something
Yeah,
and pull it out. Right?
I mean, he's a robot, so...
what do you think happens now, like with all the characters? So
okay, so Cap's still around.
yeah, he's into it. He's like, this is my family now.
Yeah, Cap's still
I just
around.
wanna-
I guess
just wanna
Chris Evans
fight
isn't
people.
that expensive.
Oh, he is, but he's locked in for like 4 more. or
Okay.
something.
Stark's out.
Yeah, but he's gonna be in Civil War.
Yeah, he's gonna be back for Civil War.
So is that the end for him, or we know he's definitely gonna be in?
I don't know,
in that.
because they were basically showing, like, well, they had War Machine at the end.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it drives me nuts, but... Well, War Machine's what, Don Cheadle? Don Cheadle, I think Don Cheadle and War Machine are going to take the place of Iron Man in a bunch of the movies. Not just because Robert Downey Jr. is now expensive, though. You think that he's going to be pretty magnanimous to basically the franchise that got his career to kick butt like crazy.
There was a lot of great stuff with him too. If we're talking about lines,
Yeah.
I started all this. I feel, he basically feels guilty if anything happens to them. All.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying, right?
Yeah.
I'm the one that began all this, right?
Yeah.
And it's all on me.
Which is funny because his movie really...
And do you feel like he had proper? Do you feel like he has proper reason for doing the things he does? Like
Sometimes,
set it
not
up well.
always, but... Okay, but here's the thing.
Okay, go ahead.
But the one thing
Don
that just gets me
Cheadle's
about John Cheadle, he's cool, but he just doesn't look... He looks older than everyone else.
Don Cheadle.
He looks so much older than everyone. I don't know why. I don't know what happened in the
He does a
movie.
nice job.
He does a great job, but it's just weird. Like,
He's too old for Cap.
I picture him as like being the same age as Tony Stark, but he just looks so much older. Like, it's weird to me. I don't get it.
Okay,
But whatever, he did a really good job. And when War
I was happy
Machine,
to see him.
yeah, and when he was at the party,
Because they could just easily just not have any of those
yeah,
guys.
but,
in it.
but one of the great things at the party, like, he's just talking to people, right? He's telling Thor and Captain America, like, so I dropped the tank right in front of him and say, "You were looking for this?"
Yeah, and then just does it to normal people.
And
they're
then
like, "This is great."
those guys do nothing, and he's like all upset. And he does it to normal people, and they're all cracking up, and the women are like all over him. And then you just see the look in his face, like, yeah.
There was a point in the movie where like, where the hell did he go? But then he does come back.
Yeah, he and Falcon just kind of disappeared.
Well, didn't someone get thrown out of a window? One of them got like injured or something in the initial. I gotta see it
Maybe,
again.
yeah.
I can't. I think someone got like thrown out a window during the fight and they got hurt or something.
Yeah.
Might have been him. I don't know.
Oh, by the way, spoilers.
Like 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, but yeah, someone got thrown out of
This will
something.
be up till
somewhere.
Wednesday, so they'll all see him.
They got time.
Well, like, where the hell is he? And then he does come back.
Yeah, it's weird.
But it was just very cool that they put him in because, like, again, they don't have to.
Yeah, Falcon was great. I still want to see him punch somebody just for
I
the
love
Smash
Falcon,
Brothers
dude.
joke.
I love Falcon, dude. He's
Like,
great.
he was such a cool character, and like in the Captain America movie, his interactions
Yeah.
with Cap, like through the whole thing.
He's
And
awesome.
the best part is that through like 90% of that movie, you're just like, okay, they took away his wings. He's a pilot, whatever, and he's just doing all this cool stuff, helping Cap just because he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's just a great.
And then
character.
at the end, he gets his wings back, and you're like, Oh, wow.
So who else we got? We got the Hulk. He's going off on his own. We don't know where he's going.
Yeah, I mean, he could either have his own movie or just disappear for a while.
I love that they could just go so many places with that.
It's wide open.
Unlimited.
Because that's kind of what the Hulk, like, think of a lot of the old Hulk stuff. He's just wandering around.
Yeah.
Trying to stay out of trouble.
Do anything.
Okay, Black Widow, either looking for Hulk.
She's sticking around with the Avengers for now.
With Fury and Avengers and whatnot.
Yeah.
What's Fury up to?
Okay, let's get into that. So, S.H.I.E.L.D. is gone.
Yeah.
It seems like they have this Avengers organization now where Fury works for. I don't know who funds any of it. Stark pays for everything.
Yeah, he even says it.
He's like, I pay for all this shit.
With Pepper's money.
Pepper's money. The Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, and what's going on in there is there's like the remnants of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
So there's basically Coulson's S.H.I.E.L.D., which is like a small group of people. Then there's this other S.H.I.E.L.D. that's coming up that they're kind of like, they're trying to capture Coulson and all Coulson's people and be like the only S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know how this will all play into things to go forward, but that's basically what the storyline is there. Is it possible that like this kind of more angry S.H.I.E.L.D. takes power?
Could be.
Or the government like puts them in power and then they are like, we're gonna make everyone register or something.
Oh, that could be it.
And then they offer Stark like the head of the
yeah
group or something.
Yeah, that could be.
But I don't know how you intersect that with the movies.
Yeah, it's awkward.
Weird. It's freaking weird, man.
Well, what got me is I was kind of sad that Coulson wasn't in the film at all.
Because they think he's dead.
They all think he's dead still.
Also,
Fury knows, right?
Fury. Well, the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show. Fury's been on there a lot. Maria Hill's been on there a lot. They've had Asgardians. They've had
Agent Aunt Robin.
They had the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Kree or whatever, the blue people.
The Kree. Yeah, well, they're not just from Guardians of the Galaxy though.
Well, in that universe, they are. They've been on that show, so it's definitely heavily tied to it. But if you only watch the movies, you don't really know what's going on there, and it doesn't seem like you need to know.
Oh well, hey, whatever. I'm glad that we didn't.
Because if you had Coulson come in, then you have all kinds of weird.
You got to talk about everything that's happened too.
He's got to explain everything, what happened to him and shit. Then they got to like tie it to the show's got to make sense.
You know what I want? Like, when Fury meets,
it's a mess.
When
continuity happens. That's what happens with continuity.
Yeah.
It becomes really a murky soup as you go on.
He'll be in for the Thanos movie. But here's the question: when Fury shows up in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., does he interact with Coulson?
Oh, yeah.
Does Coulson get ticked off that he got blood all over his Captain America cards? Those are worth like thousands of dollars.
He may have. I don't remember. He may have said something, but basically he made Coulson the new leader of S.H.I.E.L.D., and S.H.I.E.L.D.'s like undercover.
Okay, yeah.
But there's another S.H.I.E.L.D. Oh, that's what's going on there. So anyway, I guess they all work. There's this Avengers organization now where they all work for. And Hydra's still kind of running around.
Gross.
In the show, Hydra's still going.
Sorry, I just accidentally licked my finger. But here's
well, after you stuck it before, it's probably not very good. Tasty.
Anyway, one funny thing that was after the movie, we ended up going to a diner and just hanging out, and you know, like getting a little bit of food and just hanging out and talking about the film because that's what you do after a movie sometimes. We used to do that. But the funny thing was they started picking which person was which, and they pretty much named everybody, and they got to me. And they actually didn't make me Coulson, because apparently Coulson was too cool, and these guys are all haters. They're like, we're going to make that guy Hulk. You can be Hawkeye. I'm like, what? Why? Is it because...
Because you have a kid and a wife.
Is it because I like targets shooting or something? Like, what is your
like to
reasoning?
shoot people in the head?
No, they're just like, because he's just a guy. I'm like, that's it? That's the best you got? It's kind of sad.
Figuring out with there, John.
I was just kind of sad.
Who else we got here? So...
okay, so Fury we talked about.
Is Hawkeye done? Seems like it.
It seems like, you mean out of the movies?
It seems like he's retired.
He could be. I don't think he's coming back. He's coming back.
My opinion, I don't think anyone's done. I think they're definitely...
That's the best movie that actor's been in has been The Avengers.
He was in Hansel and Gretel.
I saw that movie. Were you there when I saw that movie?
I didn't see that.
I saw that
I
movie.
never saw it.
It actually could have been... That movie actually... if they made a sequel, the sequel would have been really good.
Yeah.
The first movie was bad, though.
I think everyone's coming back at some point. That's my opinion on it. We'll see. Well,
I mean, if you show up there with dump trucks of money...
I thought that ending was cool, man. Like, we have work to do. We got to train these guys.
Yeah.
And then you got...
Avengers!
Look at Falcon, yeah.
Yeah, that was so cool. Falcon, War Machine, Vision, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver's corpse, and...
Quicksilver maybe he's dead. It seems like it.
I don't know. They could have brought him back. I mean, it sounds like a D-bag move that Fury would do, right? Like, he bring him back and not tell anybody.
Maybe.
Like, that would have been a great after the credits thing. The after the credits thing was kind of funny this time around.
I was expecting a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because you already had kind of Thanos. And
You know it's already going to happen.
But it was cool, though.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Well, he basically just cuts to Thanos' face. No, cuts to the Infinity Gauntlet first with this empty holes for the stones.
Yeah.
And for the first time, you kind of see, like, when you see the Vision's forehead stone, then you see the gauntlet, you see it's the exact same shape. And then he goes, well, I guess I'll do it myself. Picking up the gauntlet and putting it on his hand.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't remember what Thanos' own powers are besides having a giant military.
He's very strong.
And?
His cosmic ability.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. What the frell is...
Basically like a god.
Okay.
He can do all kinds of shit. We'll see what they make him do in this.
Yeah.
Thor. He's the one that kind of figured out all this stuff about the stones, and that makes sense because he's the guy who goes into space.
Yeah, he understands that.
I saw some reviews where they complained that he just came back and has all this exposition, he's all this, plot, moving the plot along. Here's what's going on, and this and that.
But
it's fine, whatever.
Where else is the plot going to come from?
He goes into space and he knows shit.
You've got 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah,
go.
Exactly.
And they got Skarsgård back in the movie, which is cool. Mm-hmm. And like, what didn't Thor get zapped by water nymphs?
Maybe.
Oh, Natalie Portman's going to be angry.
Whoa.
Well, her character.
I didn't pick up on that.
Her character's going to be bad. No, I'm kidding. But the thing is also, I loved how they mentioned where the women were. Mm-hmm. Like, they're just like, oh, well, where's Pepper? She's
awesome
running
too.
a company. Yeah.
And they're fighting about who's better and all that shit. Yeah. That's great. I love that.
Oh, man.
But he basically goes, he knows about all the stones. And great, man, because they set this up years ago with these stones. They started off with the Tesseract.
Yeah.
So how do you bring all these movies together? There's all these different stones, Infinity Gems, stones, whatever you call
And they
them.
point out they've got 4 of them in play already.
Yeah, the Tesseract, the Mind Gem from Loki, the weird ether crap from the elves.
Yeah, and then the Time Gem.
And the Time from the Guardians.
But what's interesting is the Mind Gem makes so much sense. Loki goes, boop, you're my slave now.
Yeah.
Because it's the Mind Gem. And what does it do? It creates an AI, because it's the Mind Gem.
So there's going to be more. I think there's like 6 total.
There's 6. Time, and there's one that's just like arbitrary power.
Power Gem.
Yeah, right? Like it's all everything. It's like space, time.
Maybe Ant-Man has it.
Mind. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if some government facility or something somewhere has it and Ant-Man's got to hunt it down. Because
maybe.
The Ant-Man trailer hinted that he's like a spy. He's like snooping in.
I kind of agree with you on the trailers, but like I saw a couple trailers there, and they give away like so much of the movies. Like
yeah,
because even Ant-Man, I could explain probably half the movie right now.
And isn't Hank Pym talking to the guy who was the other Ant-Man in the comics?
Yes, Scott Lang.
Yeah,
well, he's basically like, you're a thief. Don't be a thief anymore. Do this, okay? And then he goes around. And there's like a villain who has a suit too. Like they show so much, man. Yeah. And you're like, okay, I kind of know what's gonna happen. But anyway,
I'm still worried.
Yeah, the
about
gems
that
is an awesome way to do it. And then where basically Thanos gets all the gems in the gauntlet, and then you're gonna have everybody, the Guardian.
Honestly, I would love if they just broke everything and like all of a sudden like James Marsden, everybody just showed up. That would be because that would be so bad. Like
you just want Cyclops.
No. Well, also mostly because I forgot.
I'd be okay with the fact if they allowed Cyclops.
No, mostly because I forgot the names of all the other actors who played people. Who played Wolverine? Hugh Jackman. Yeah. If like James Marsden and Hugh Jackman and like whoever played. No, they got a new Nightcrawler now.
I think you got to draw lines, man.
I know, but but the thing is, I want to see that just so they could be like.
You could explain it because you could say they're in a different universe.
But it'd be like, where were you guys the entire time? Like the Battle of New York, what were you guys doing?
Well, you could say it's an alternate timeline. With
it won't happen, but it would be so hilarious. I mean,
and then you got Spider-Man. That's what I want. That's what I wanted to say. Like,
quickly, yeah.
After the Thanos thing, where he gets the gauntlet, if they just did like the freaking spider jizz sound.
The thwip.
Whatever the hell it is, like if they just did put that in, I'd be like, oh shit, this is.
Oh, like he's grabbing the gauntlet from him?
No. They could just be like, go to like even after the secondary credits, you just go black and you hear like the swinging or the shooting of the web. I'd be like, oh, it's
so
cool. He's coming in.
Yeah, what's the deal with that? Like, does Sony get money from the movie now?
Yeah, they're being jointly made.
Okay.
They still hold the license, but
does that mean Nick Fury's going to be like? Hey, you! Even though you're wearing a mask, I know you're young. Go back to school.
I don't know what's going to be. There's talk of Robert Downey Jr. being in it. There's all kinds of stuff. They're going to start him off young. They're actually going to do like Teenage Peter Parker with a teenager instead of like the last guy who was like 36, I think.
But like Teenage Peter Parker, it's part of Spider-Man's plot is going to be when he's a kid.
He's gonna be in. That's basically what it's supposed to be, though. He gets the powers when he's still in school.
Yeah, like, I mean, oh my gosh, it's going to make the whole Civil War thing crazy unless they let him grow up to be like 18
Civil
at that
War, I
point.
expect to be very, very different than
It was.
the comic.
Yeah.
It should be, and I think people might be mad about that, like, because it's not. I don't think it's gonna be two teams of heroes fighting. I do not believe that at all. I think it's gonna be maybe some more. There'll be some fighting, but I don't think it's gonna be just like all a battle. And they've already announced there's villains and there's all kinds of stuff going on with that thing. So I don't expect it to be like that. I don't think it should be like how it was. But again, we'll find out.
Yeah, sooner or later.
Our future Free Comic Book Day, we'll be discussing this
Because it's going to come out around the same time.
probably.
Yeah.
Anything else to say about it? What are your overall thoughts? How do you compare it to the first?
That is tough. It was weird. When I watching movies lately just feels slightly different to me. I don't know why. And no, not just when I go see it in a food theater. Thank you very much. But it's weird, like...
You gotta watch it without like three people with you.
It's
and,
more
food.
surreal. Like, I feel like I don't feel like I'm watching a movie. I just feel like I'm going
Are you on
through
hallucinogenics
something.
when you go on these movies?
No, though I should do that before watching Speed Racer again.
I liked it more than the first movie. I don't know how other
was
people.
tough.
I don't know how other people think about it. I certainly did. I think there was like more of those cool moments in it. I think the action was better.
I don't know.
I like the new characters a lot.
New characters are good. I mean, it just makes me worry that they're going to go down the Robert Jordan route, who's an author who just introduces characters and no one ever leaves.
I think that from some of the negative reviews I've read, people were expecting more finality and more things to happen and more of like an outcome. But
Instead of...
again, we're only in the middle of this. As we talked about last week, we talked about all the movies to come.
Yeah.
You're right in the middle because there's two more Avengers movies to come after this.
Oh, there's two more?
Two more, yeah.
Civil War and...
No, Civil War's Captain America.
Oh, really?
But it's going to be Infinity War Part 1 and Infinity War Part 2.
Oh, no.
So you're right in the middle, and you're not going to get, like, such a definitive ending of, like, this is what happened to everybody, and that's it. Like, you're only in the middle of the story. Usually the beginnings of stories is good.
Yeah.
And the ending of stories should be really good.
And the middle's okay.
The middle is, like, to kind of...
Well, look at Empire Strikes Back.
Well, I think Empire might be the best one.
That's what I'm saying. You can buck the trend.
That's different.
But I want to say, though, while I'm thinking about it, is I'm really kind of worried and curious to see what Disney does with Hank Pym. Because his character, I don't know why Marvel decided to make him do such horrible things.
What do you mean?
Wife beater. He beat his wife.
In the movie he does?
No, in the comics. Yeah, I'm like wondering, are they going to touch on that? Is the Wasp even going to be around?
In the movie, he's the old guy.
Hank Pym's the old guy?
Yeah. You saw
Scott Lang's the young one?
Yeah, he's Paul
It's been a while. I don't remember. Wait, oh, wow.
the trailer
That's
last
interesting.
night?
What? No.
Really? There's no like other movie trailers?
No, we had a Star Wars trailer.
That was it?
Yes. What? They were just showing Disney movies.
No, he's I think Michael Douglas is him and is Hank Pym, and he's the old man that gives Scott Lang the suit to shrink and all that.
Wow. Which he doesn't even nothing build it. Yeah, right. Because
he might. I don't know. When you see the movie,
didn't Pym build it?
I don't think they're getting into wife beating. Are you afraid they're going to do this?
Oh, I thought they were going to use Hank Pym, but Scott Lang doesn't like. So does that mean no Wasp?
I don't know. I got to see it. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be something.
Because I didn't think Wasp was with Pym, not Lang, right?
Are you a Wasp supporter?
She was a cool character, even though Wasps terrified the frell out of me.
I noticed. We tried to record this down the block.
That was a really good beginning, too.
We started doing the show like 5 minutes in. He's like, there's a wasp. She turns the car on. She's the window. It's like 500 degrees. This spot's really nice, though. It was like in the shade.
It's better, yeah.
This was like perfect.
This was good.
We
wish you guys were here.
We're outside like a storage garage, and there's cameras here.
And this is actually I think there's space unused here.
Yeah, it's an empty building or something. But,
yeah.
Anything else to say? I think that's going to do it.
I think it was a wonderful film. Everyone, I hope that you saw it before you listened to me.
Are you going to wait for the
I'll probably go again. I might go with my dad because the thing is,
I've already got plans to go again.
I don't know if my dad remembers the Avengers, like the first movie, so I'd have to watch it. I think I have it. I don't know. Did I watch it with him? I don't remember. I know I own it. Oh, one funny thing. I went to go watch Guardians of the Galaxy or something. Watch the Avengers or something with my dad. And I was laughing because we watched it at his house. And he opens the box. He's like, why is there a second disc? I'm like, oh, that's the 3D version. He's like, we have a 3D setup here. I'm like, what?
You?
Yeah, my parents got one. I don't know.
How does it work? You put goggles on?
Yeah, you put glasses on. I didn't even try it. I didn't even know.
You guys didn't use it when you watched it?
No, I didn't know they had it. I didn't know they had
afterwards?
it. Yeah, afterwards he opens the thing. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah, your parents have better technology than I do.
Me too. They have better than me, I mean.
Speaking of that, I just went to earlier today. I went to Radio Shack. They're going out of business,
Sad.
so it was 70% off sale. I bought some stuff. You know, I got like a hands-free headset, but the jack is not the right jack. So
Wait, hands-free headset like
it was
earphones?
like $6. Man.
Like earphones?
It's got like it's like a headset with a mic for your phone, like when you drive.
Yeah, that's weird. Mine's got the regular standard jack.
I don't know.
Dang,
It was
okay.
like $6, man.
No wonder it was $6.
Well, it's 70% off, man.
Yeah.
But Radio Shack going down. There you go. There's your news portion of the show. So we're recording this on a Saturday. This will be up on Wednesday. You guys enjoy it, man. Hope you dig it.
Yeah.
Some talking, getting on camera for first time in a while.
You can see how bad my hair looks today.
Don't
I
see-
forgot to make it look
We're kind of
nice.
backlit though. You don't like to see much, but that's how it goes. Probably better off you don't have to see too many details, man, of the facial stuff that we got going on.
Yeah.
Don't look too long; it's bad for your health. Okay.
Yep.
But we'll be back next week. Now I don't know what's going on. Something figured out.
Something cool.
Should be fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Anything else to throw in? We're going back now to
Burgerito in the comic store, see if it's cleared out a bit. Maybe eat some food, buy some comics or something cool.
spend some time together, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, dude. Just hang out, man.
I almost didn't recognize you. I was trying to forget you, but there you are again.
There's always something
You're always
there
coming
to
back.
remind me.
That's right. Working on some new videos this week. Maybe we'll see something. I don't know. Get some snags with some things, but figuring things out. But that was that, man. Avengers: Age of Ultron. I really loved it a lot. 2 thumbs up and all that. 5 stars. Really loved it a lot. Looking forward. I'm gonna see it again. You guys check it out and have a great day. I don't know what else to say, man. Want to take us out of here? Go ahead.
All right. For John Rambo, for me, OJ, you have been listening to John Rambo Presents, the best in free and optional entertainment. Have yourself a wonderful, unspecified time of day today, and we'll catch you soon.
Hopefully all this worked. What do you think the chances are?
85.
It's an 85% chance. There's a 15% chance that none of this will ever be seen or no one will ever know about it.
Which is fine.
And then next week we'll be saying, we
And
tried to
make me
record a
cry.
show last week. We sat in a car for 2 hours. All right, friends, we'll see. Hopefully that didn't happen.
Yup.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
This has been a production of StayBallsy.com, the best in free and optional entertainment. Have a pleasant evening, and remember, stay ballsy. Don't take any shit from anyone.